welcome to today's live. And today we are going to be talking about how you can grow your Facebook group as we head into 2021. So I'm going to share with you 3 different strategies that I use at the moment to grow my own Facebook group. And I would love for you to learn how to do it yourself as well. So whilst you're all joining, do let me know where you're streaming in from. I'm using Restream today, and I am live streaming to you to Facebook, to YouTube, to LinkedIn, and also to Twitter. So if you are there and you want to join me, then do let me know that you are joining me from there. I'm just going to flick my camera over so that it's a little bit brighter for everybody. Okay, so I've just swapped my camera over. That's going to be obviously much better. Gal streaming in from my office. Woohoo! Well done. Milan is from Chicago. Hi, Milan. And hi, Gail. Thank you for joining me today. That's absolutely awesome. So just let you know that they are streaming in. There we go. There's Milan on there. Hiya. That's really super cool. And there's Gail streaming in from her office. And I know that Gail is in the UK with me as well, which is awesome. So over the last few years, I've had a Facebook group, but over the last, I would say 7 or 8 months, I've been growing a Facebook group specifically for to bring people in and get them involved in using their Instagram stories and their Facebook stories as a more of a business tool. And I've been using these strategies to do that. So I thought, why not, as we're going into 2021, I would actually share those strategies with you. So before I do that, my name's Anita, and I'm a digital coach and tech enabler, and I help you to use the tools at your fingertips and give you the strategies that you need to get yourself and your businesses seen. So if you're a personal brand or you're a small to medium business, then I'm here to help. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start off with the 2 easiest sort of ones, and then we're going to go in and I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm actually going to share my Facebook business page with you, and I'm going to show a trick that I've got on how you can link your Facebook group to your page and actually change your call to action button so that people join your group from your Facebook business page. So I know that some of you may already have the link in situ. Some of you may be new to growing groups, and you might be wondering how to grow your group, and you might be going to your Facebook business page and you can't find the groups tab, because actually when Facebook changed to the new interface, the groups tab disappeared unless you had your group linked to your page. So before that, there was always a little bit of, or shall I link my page to my group? Will it affect my visibility of my page? What will happen if I do that? How will I manage to invite people? And all sorts of things like that. One of the biggest challenges people have at the moment is inviting people to their Facebook groups. And this will help you with that challenge. So if I look back at some of the videos that I've done previously on my YouTube channel, one of them is how to problem solve inviting people to your Facebook group. And it's had over 50,000 views, and people get really stuck because, number one, they can't invite their friends to their group, or number 2, they want to invite people who have liked their page, but they don't know how to do it. So these 3 strategies will help you to hopefully get over some of those blocks. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to invite with a link. So I'm not talking about going into your group and then clicking that invite your friends, or invite the people that are on your list, and you're inviting people randomly to your group. Some of your friends and colleagues might not be suitable for your group. They might not want to be in your group. And they might not want you to invite them into your group without asking. So the way I do it is I actually copy the link from inside my group and I ask them if they want to go in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my screen up next to me, and we are inside of my Facebook business page here. So let me just get that up here. I'm going to make this the big one, and I'll put myself down. What's the wrong way around? Let me just do that. That's it. So I swapped this around. So I'm at the bottom, as you can see me down there. And you can see my big screen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, first of all, how to actually go into your group and find the link. So on your mobile phone, it's the admin area. And if I go to my group, so let me go to my home page, and I go over here on the left, I've got some of my groups. So I'm just going to go to my Facebook and Instagram business stories group. So this is my group. And as you can see, I'm inside my group. This is me as an admin inside my group. So if you've already run a group, this is similar to your own group. This is what you'll be seeing as an admin of your own group. And as you can see over on the left-hand side, you have your message requests and all the other sorts of things that you go down here. Now, in order for you to invite people with the link to your group, on the desktop, it's super simple. You don't have to go into the admin area or anything. All you have to do is come up here to the URL at the top and highlight it in blue. Do you see how I've done that? You see that's the you can see the URL and the blue part of the URL I've highlighted. So I'm just going to make sure that you guys can see that. And what I've done with it is, I'm trying to just juggle a couple of screens. Let me just move that over. Okay. So when I highlight that, what it's done is it's going to help me copy the URL to the group. So what I'm going to do with that URL is I'm going to copy it. And then what I usually do is I paste that URL into an email. I could paste it into my messenger. So inside of Facebook, I could go to somebody I knew who would be interested in actually being in my group. I could message them in Messenger, or I could copy it into my WhatsApp account. And all I'd need to do is I would just highlight that URL. So I'm going to highlight it again for you. So you go to the top here and you get to the beginning of your URL and you highlight it and you copy it. And what you do when you copy it is you're basically enabling you to take that link away. Now, I would say that you can put that link in lots of different places. You could add it to your email signature on your emails. You could add it to a button on your website with a little bit of a blurb on it. You could add it to your emails that you send out on a weekly occasion. You could also send it individually to people in Messenger and in WhatsApp. So that link itself is great. Now, you might notice that my link has actually got a name on it. So my link is, like it says, www.facebook.com/groups/stories training. So I've actually named my group. I've given my group a unique URL. So if you're not sure how to do that, let me know in the comments below whether you know how to change the URL of your group, because usually most people just take that group URL and there's lots, it's like a string of numbers, and you don't necessarily personalize it. So if you want to learn how to personalize it, do let me know in the comments below this video, whether you're live here now or you're on a replay, and I will do another video for you. So those of you who have joined me live, do let me know if you have a group or you're thinking about opening a group, because it's really important if you have a group that you grow the group, because the group is where you are able to interact more privately with other people who may have a common interest as you, or you may want to help them learn about your business. And also you can actually use that group to nurture and engage with them and get them to know, like, and trust you. So that's one of the biggest strategies in marketing, is to get the people who you want to work with to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so that's the first way of actually sharing your Facebook group with other people. Now, the second way is a little bit more hard work, and that is to host a challenge and host that inside of your group. So as it happens, I'm hosting an Instagram stories challenge next week inside my group. And if you're interested in that, I would pop that the link to that underneath this as well. But what I'm doing with that challenge is that they sign up for the challenge on my website, and with the link that I give them, I talk about the challenge, I talk about the benefits of using Instagram stories, and I talk about the benefits of using Facebook stories and using Facebook and Instagram in your marketing. And I bring them into my group to take part in the challenge. So what I'm doing is I'm openly advertising that I'm hosting a challenge or a mini training of some sort inside my group. And for those people who are interested in that topic, I want them to come into the group to take part in that challenge. So that's the second one. So that's the super easy one. So that's a really good option. So I'm just going to check. So Gal says, I'm thinking of starting a group, but I haven't got a group right now. Yes. So Gal's a teacher as such, so she helps teach children a different way of learning. And I think you'd have a great group, because you'd have lots of parents in there wanting to find out tips and tricks on how to nurture their own children and give their own children the confidence to actually learn in a different way. So actually hosting a challenge and hosting a free training or something like that inside the group is great. I have a group, but I want to grow it to nurture and engage about my business. Yes, Milan, that's what this group, which you can see on the screen, is all about. So I've been running this group only since June this year, and all I've been doing in it is doing small mini trainings, running challenges, showing people how much I know about what I'm doing and the strategies that I'm using, and I'm helping them to understand why using stories for business is so important. And and I do sell in there, because when you've got people who you know need your service, but they've learnt to know you, it's easier obviously to sell to them than say like a cold audience. So I'm planning on this group. I'm growing up. I've been removing people from the group who aren't interacting with the content anymore, who aren't interested. So although the group's numbers, I think it's about nearly 600, nearly 700 people, there's been a lot more through the door, but I've been actually removing people who aren't interested anymore, so that the people that are in there are really engaged and really taking part in what's going on, which is awesome. Okay, so that takes me through to the third one, which is the one I wanted to really leave to the end, because this one means that I've got to share the screen with you and actually do something on the screen. So I wanted you all to pick up the first two tips, because it makes it a bit easier for you to go off and do those. And this one you might want to start and stop the video a couple of times to check. So if you haven't already got a group and you're about to start a group and you want a way of getting people into your group, then one of the biggest ways of doing that and the easiest ways of doing that is to actually have them on your Facebook page as a group. So if I go over here, I'm going to open a new tab up and bring up my other page, because I want to show you the difference of the two pages. So hopefully you can all see what's going on with my page. So this particular page here is my old Facebook page. It's normally unpublished, but I published it just for this training because I wanted to show you something about it. So because it's published, and if I go to my own page here, I have this groups tab here. Now, this groups tab is not visible on everybody's page. So when you click the more button, you have all your tabs here, and some people don't have the groups tab at all. So if after you've watched this video and you go to your own page, I'd like you to go and have a look if you've got the groups tab on your page. So all you need to do is go to your page and click the more button and see if you have any of the groups tabs in there. So what happens if you don't have the groups tabs in there is that you won't be able to have a group showing on your page. And also that also means that you won't have this bit here. So if I go to view my page as a visitor, so if you're looking at my Facebook business page from the outside, you can see that the biggest thing that you see when you come to my page is visit the group. So when you click on that visit the group, it's actually going to take you into my group. And of course, as a member myself, I go straight in. But if you weren't in my group, you would be then met with some questions from me about why it is you wanted to want to join the group, and why, and where you found out about the group. So going back to my page, this call to action button here, most people have maybe send message or go to your website or something like that. They rarely have that button as a visit the group. So you're missing out on a massive opportunity to take people who have seen your Facebook business page and actually take them automatically to your group. So I'm going to show you today the steps that you need to take to actually get that up. So if you're not seeing it at all on your page, it's because your page is not a member of your group. Okay, so let's just go back to my group and I'll explain a few things to you. Inside of my Facebook group here, let me just see, I haven't got anything on my page that says group, not in drop down either. Okay, Gail, so that means because you haven't got your own group, when you create your group, if you haven't got your group connected to your page, you won't see that. So this is how you get it connected. So here we are inside my group. Down here, you can see that I'm interacting as my profile, which is me as a person. So, you know, on Facebook, we interact as ourselves and we also interact as our business page. So inside our groups, we can also do that. We can interact as ourselves or we can interact as our business page. So when I click on this button, you can see that I can interact as my business page as well. And what that does is it changes the way I'm allowed to work in my group. So if I act in my group as my business page, I'm interacting with my members of my group as my page. Okay. Now we all know that as a page, we can have more than one person running our page. So having pages in your groups does open up some other issues that you might want to look at before you do anything about that. But as the admin, if you join as your page, it's irrelevant to whether you let other people join as their page, because this is not what this is about. This is about getting your call to action button on your business page, taking people to your group. So in order for you to be able to do that, you have to be in your group as a member of the group, as an admin. So as you can see, I am an admin here. So when I go to members and I go to the admins here, you can see that members are all the people that are in my group, whether that's a group member or a page member. But as the admin and moderators, I only have two in my group. There's my business page and there's me as a person. So because I have my business page in my group, I am able to activate the group tab on my Facebook business page, which means that I can connect the two for everybody to see. Now, if you're not sure whether you're an admin as a page, all you have to do is click on the members tab. And here, when it says admins and moderators, if your page is showing, then it means that you are acting as an admin inside of your group. If it's just you showing, then it means that it's just you acting as yourself, and you will need to add your page as a group member. And to do that, you would just invite your page. So basically, you would actually click the invite button and invite yourself. Or as the page, you would go to the group and you would actually actively connect it up. Now, as the page owner, you can also do this by going into the settings here on the left. Okay, so what I've done is I'm in my group here, go to the discussion tab. On the left here, we have these instructions, and down here on the settings, if you click on that, what happens is down the bottom here, it says linked page. And when you click on it, it brings up that my page is linked. Okay, so that's how you can link it. So if your page is not linked there, it will say, would you like to link a page? And you say yes, and you link your business page to your group. And that will make your group owned and run by you as a person and you as a page. Okay, I hope that's making sense. Do let me know, maybe give me the thumbs up in the comments if that's making sense. If you're live and if you're watching the replay, let me know if that's making sense to you, because that would be really good if that is the case. Okay, so now that we've made that connection, what we have to do is go back to our Facebook business page. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're in the admin area. So we're in our Facebook business page as our business page. So we're in the admin area. Now, you know that you're in the admin area because it will say edit your call to action button. So your call to action button might be go to my website or go to my shop or send me a message. And if I click on it here, what happens is that you can click on this one that says edit button. And this is the options that you get. So you can have follow, view a gift card, order food, book now, get a quote, call now, contact us, send a message, send an email, learn more, sign up, use an app, play a game, or you have this visit group. Now, if you're not seeing the visit group option when you go to edit your call to action button, then you haven't connected your Facebook business page to your group. That's the only way you're going to get that to show. If your Facebook page is an admin of your Facebook group, then you can show the connection on the front end between your page and your group. And then it gives you the option to add your group as a call to action. So as you can see here, I have quite a few groups that I would like to add, but I'm just focusing on my Instagram and Facebook stories group to start off with. So I click that and I click save, and then my call to action has been saved. And if I view it as a person visiting, it says visit group, and I can click that and I can go. So what does that mean for you as a marketer on Facebook to get that opportunity? Well, what that means is that not only the visitors that come to your Facebook business page will get information about what you do, so they'll learn about you and they'll learn about what the services that you offer or the products that you sell or any things like that. What they'll also get from you on your Facebook business page is the opportunity to join your community. So a Facebook group is like your own private community. It's like when somebody is at your Facebook business page, that's like they're knocking on the door. They're looking at your shop window and they're saying, oh, I like that. And when I like this, but I'm not quite sure whether I can work with that person yet because I don't really know them. And then they see that big button that says join group. And then you go, oh, that's okay. They're letting me in. They're going to say, come inside and have a cup of coffee. Come into the garden and have a Pims. You know, come in and see what we're up to and have a conversation with the other group members and have a little look at some of the free training I've got in here. Or come and see what people have been saying about my product that I'm using, or this is how you use it. So it's almost like that's what a group's about. It's like where you can take them to nurture them, get them to understand a little bit more about you and your business and what you offer. So they've gone past the shop window in a way, and you've held your hand out and say, come on, come into my group, come into my group, come and see what it's all about and see how things are going. Okay, so I've covered 3 areas actually, and what I said as a bonus is that I would give you a little trick that I've been using to grow my group. Now, I can't show you how to do that because it means I've got to go over to a different platform, and I don't want to do that today because I've only got a few things open. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about it. So what we're doing now is I'm going to tell you that if you're on Instagram, for example, that would you believe that you can actually grow your Facebook group from your Instagram account? Okay, because that's what I've been doing. Because as you know, my group's all around Instagram stories and Facebook stories, but it's all around using stories as a business tool. And when you say stories to people, most of them think that that's an Instagram element. So that's why I have been over on Instagram talking about the benefits of using Instagram stories and Facebook stories. And I've been growing my group by doing that. So what I've been doing is that inside my Instagram bio, I've been using a landing page on my website. You can use Linktree if you've got it, or if you use a different link adapter, you could use that as well. And what I do is I have that link. So you know that link that I showed you how to get at the beginning. When we go into the URL, when we go into our group on our desktop, and we look at the URL along the top, you can copy that URL. Well, you can put that into a landing page inside your Instagram account. So inside your Instagram account, when we all say to people, oh, if you want to find out more about me and my business, go to my bio and you'll have links to different places. So one of those links, you can put your Facebook group on. And what happens is that those people who click through your bio link and who are interested in coming into your front room and having a cup of tea, or interested in coming into the garden for a Pims, are able to click that link and jump over to your group, which is in Facebook, and actually join you in there. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that it's helped you to understand how you can invite people to your Facebook group without having to press the invite friend button or try and invite people from your page who you're not sure whether they actually want to be in the group. So this is all about inviting people who you think would want to learn about what you're doing and giving them as many opportunities to make that decision themselves. Because what happens then is that you're attracting them to you in your business. That's what we're called sort of like attraction marketing. You're attracting people to your group because you're talking about it across all the other fields. So I know I'm live streaming to Twitter and I'm live streaming to LinkedIn, and I'm also live streaming to YouTube. So I have links to my groups on all of those platforms. So when I'm talking about things from all over the place, wherever I'm talking about the services that I offer and what I'm doing, that's how they're all coming into my group, because what they're doing is they're seeing those links all over the different social media platforms that I'm in, bringing them all to the same community inside of Facebook. So I hope you found this really useful. Please, wherever you are, do give me the little thumbs up. And if you're on YouTube, do subscribe to my channel. If you're on LinkedIn, say hi. If you're on Facebook, do follow my page. And if you're on Twitter, follow me over there as well. And I will see you all tomorrow. This is part of my Vlogmas. So every day up until Christmas, I'm going to be bringing a live or pre-recorded training to you to help you understand how to start using Facebook and Instagram and video marketing to help you to attract and nurture the business owners and clients that you would like to attract, ready for 2021. Okay, so that's it for me today. Bye everyone, and thank you so much, Milan and Gail, for sticking by throughout the whole training. And if you're watching the replay, ask any questions you would like underneath this, and I will get back to you as soon as I see them. Bye for now.